Hello and welcome to Roguelike Dolls. This is Molly. I believe this is episode 32. We are playing Binding of Isaac once again. And, you know, as per usual, we would like to kill Satan. We got distracted in episode 31 due to an extremely powerful build that if you haven't seen that episode, go check it out because it's probably better than this one. But extremely powerful build that was like kind of a sure thing on killing Mega Satan. So we went and did that instead. I believe it was in Eden Run. Oops. Took a little bit of oopsie damage there, but nothing to worry about. Oh, let's see. How are we doing? I purchased Returnal. I'm excited to give it a shot. I have not yet played it, however. It's possible that my playthrough of Resident Evil 7 has come out by now. If so, I hope you're enjoying that. If not, stay tuned. It should be out soon. I'd be surprised if it's not. If it's not out, it's just like a upload speed issue. I don't know when Returnal content will be dropping, but sometime after I play it and record it, I suppose. This might be a warm-up. We will see. This boss could potentially be really easy to kill if we get the right behavior from our bombs. That was close enough. We would love to see our store, I think, in my opinion. Cat of Nine Tails is a great item. It gives us a really high damage start. Nowhere to go but up, assuming we don't accidentally eat shit here, which we could do. I think one of these explosions would be sufficient to kill us, or 2 hits from any of these other characters. So, you know, not too far off from death. Let's see. You know, there's some things we would like here, so we are going to do some exploiting of, that was close, of our donation machine. First off, in the order of just not getting killed here, we will take those 2 cents, and then we'll bomb this out.
Friends till the end.
You know, for 2 keys, under normal circumstances, not that worth it, but this wasn't too bad. Okay, so we're in a better position health-wise. We normally would go for PhD, but we're not going to because, obviously, Cain doesn't need PhD. He has, the ability to, only have good pills by default because of his lucky foot. We will break some of these in hopes of getting a quarter or money. You know, we could speed up, but we've already spent 3 minutes on floor 1, so I'm not like panicked about boss rush or anything for this run. If we get it, we get it. If we don't get it, we don't get it. I'd be more interested in just securing the Satan kill. Because these rocks are tightly clustered, I would like to, what's the word for it, break them? You know, we could find a crawl space or some other advantage, which could be good. We might actually go back to our curse room, or not curse room, our sacrifice room as well. Because these skulls could be pretty valuable. We're hoping for a soul heart to drop. Alright, not too bad. Wheel of Fortune's good. We're not going to pop it on this floor. We're going to wait till the next floor. Is this the room with all the rocks? No. Alright, I'm betting this is our secret room. It was not. Alright, then I'm betting this is our secret room, which we will approach from this side because it's easier. How? We have been made fools. Then I truly have no idea. And we will keep going. Because I don't want to use up all my bombs. Our bombs are not that important. Now that we have, oh, this is sick. We'll probably be back to play that. We love star machines. You know, tell you what, if we see the boss room before we get to the item room, we might skip the item room on this floor if the boss item is like sweet enough. We're looking for damage. Alright, so first we need to not take damage though, because we probably are gonna go with angel deals this time, because I think it's been a hot second since we've gotten an angel deal, so if we can swing it, we would like to go that route. Sure, we'll take that. I think this is probably faster, maybe. We'll see. We're just looking for like a petrified poop or something, I guess. I don't know. Money's good. Money's always good, but money's like especially kind of nice. All right, we lost our guaranteed devil deal. Doesn't mean that we won't get a devil deal. It just means that we have a significantly decreased chance to get a devil deal. Not the end of the world. It's now a lower priority to go back and immediately play that that lotto machine, the fortune teller machine. Just not as high of a priority. Oh shit, we almost got hit, but we did not. Who's got time for spiders? Not me. Just want that crawl space, you know? You love a crawl space. We would love to see a fun item in a crawl space. I don't think it's like too unreasonable to think that we could get one. I did say we would check out the boss first. Alright. Potentially a good boss to not get hit on. We got hit. You know, that's fine. Scatter bombs, I would say it's a double-edged sword, but it's more like a sword with several edges, and most of them are pointing towards you. It's pretty easy to hurt yourself with scatter bombs. It's not a bad item at all. That one's on me. We did get damage, so that's tight. That's probably actually good enough to skip the item room on this floor. Speaking of which, if you want to see the item room, the seed today is ZJGZY6DH. We could, you know, we're gonna have to backtrack anyways, so I'm still not sold on seeing the item room on this floor, but I at least want to go and play around with the idea of getting some soul hearts from this. God, this is tight as shit. Extremely sick. Okay. Yeah, why not? Well, take one of these. You know, that bulb is probably just the sweetener we needed to, like, really not go after the item room. But I also don't know if the rule is not go in the item room or not take the item. And we also, like, we got a planetarium in the last run, even though, as far as I know, we didn't, like... Alright, that's, like, shitty enough for me not to take, I think. I think that Spewer, he, like, gains different types of creep based on, you know, like... what pills you've taken, so it's not even a good item overall. Alright, that was extremely excellent. And you know, he's not like an offensively bad item, he's just doesn't do anything for us that we need, so we're gonna see if this is sufficient to get a planetarium. Like, leaving the item pedestal on the item. We could, you know, look at a wiki or something, but we're not gonna. Sack of pennies is okay. We could be interested in that. That gold chest. But currently we don't have any keys, so it's sort of a non-issue. It's not that Spewer is a bad item, it's like purely beneficial, right? Don't get me wrong. The thing that I'm thinking here, though, is that, like, God, that was good. The thing that I'm thinking with it, though, is that it's like another thing to manage, and we don't really need it for anything. On the right boss, it's potentially quite a bit of damage, though, so don't take it as, like, besmirching that item if that happens to be your favorite item, because not my intention. It was just, like, slightly below the threshold where I thought we would need it for this run. You know, I don't think we need it to win. So it was good enough to experiment, like, with the idea of getting a planetarium from skipping it. Oh, okay, we have this, so we might as well look for magic mush. Okay. You know, that was my bad. I said it like it wasn't my bad. It was my bad. That was not good positioning in that room. We got some needles. Wow, sack of pennies is so good. Did they buff it? Because it feels so good. This is crazy. Yeah. Oh shit, wrong thing. My bad. I didn't mean to blow that up. We have, God, can you use the right item? There we go. Alright, we have accidentally pulled like 40 cents out of our donation machine. That was terrible. And we're gonna put a lot of it back, but as long as it's out, you know.
2 of clubs.
let's buy some stuff. Speed up, that's great. And then we're gonna put some money back and apologize to the donation machine. I forgot that that blows up the donation machine. Okay. Thank you, sack of pennies. Alright, I think this leads back to the store, which we only really want for the purposes of getting back to our secret room, because we still have this pill that we really couldn't do without. There's tinted rock in here, which is pretty cool. Well played. Get owned. Alright, so let me lay a somewhat controversial pizza opinion on you. Anchovies on pizza. Bad, but not for like the piss baby reason you all think they're bad. Because you're like, not to like just insult my audience, but let's insult my audience a little bit. A lot of people don't like anchovies because they impart kind of a weird fishy flavor to a pizza, which, you know, maybe is not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm absolutely not saying you gotta like anchovies or fishiness for that matter. Really, I think food should give you sustenance and pleasure. So, you know, we have enough health now that I am gonna go for this, and I don't regret it. We're just gonna touch this for Guppy's purposes, and then we're gonna roll out, I think with this, right? You know, it's a lot of work to roll out with that. We do lose some stats. Because this is almost always gonna be off cooldown, but on the other hand, it is a pretty good item. So I'm not feeling too bad about it. You know what? This is like way higher priority. Both for the purposes of getting like, you know, a different trinket. Oh, that's a perfectly good enough trinket, and we'll peace out. Probably not gonna, you know, God willing, we will not be in a position to do that boss trap room, but I am not above it. If push comes to shove, I will be doing that boss trap room. The reason why, you know, God willing, we will not be doing the boss trap room is obviously because, actually, you know what, we don't, I will never not get hit by that, by the way. The reason why we don't want to be doing the boss trap room, if we can avoid it, is you have to be at 1 health normally to do it. Yeah. Very worth it. Just get hit like 1 more time. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, we took some damage. It wasn't great. But, you know, that's the price of greatness, and we're gonna get out of here. Okay. Give me safety. Thank you for safety. What's this? Telescopic lens? I almost want to look it up, but I'm not a coward, so I also don't want to look it up. A dime is very good. I feel like I can't not take the flat file, though. It's just such a good item. There'll be a run where we get that item at a time where I don't already have like an A tier trinket. and it will be great. And there will be much rejoicing, and then maybe we'll find out it's garbage or it's like, you know, the perfect item. But both of these items are arguably better than Guppy's head. Book of Shadows is arguably enough better for me. The primary benefit we were really hoping to get out of Guppy's head was just shot speed up's pretty nice. You know, it was just simply to get 2 of 3 of Guppy. Same with Guppy's Hairball is not such a great item that we care about it. We just wanted like another part of Guppy. We have a pretty good shot at Guppy in this run. All right, so anchovies on pizza. You know, I insulted everyone and then I never elaborated on why anchovies on pizza is not, you know, a top or is not as bad as people think, but it is kind of bad, but for other reasons. And the reason I'm going to argue that it's bad on pizza is because it's too salty. And you might think, you know what, I don't buy it. I think you hate it on pizza for the same piss baby reasons as everyone else. Which, you know, maybe. I think I'm not adverse to fishiness. I enjoy fish. I enjoy salted fish, especially. Like a nice, I think a nice smoked salmon, or I've even eaten fish jerky and have sought it out to eat it on occasion. I think it's nice. We'll get that. Oh, this doesn't give us Stompy, it's just a speed down. That's perhaps better in some ways. We'll bomb that. Oh man, we hit our donation machine again. I gotta stop doing that, but you know, those are the breaks. All right, we'll get that. We'll buy a key, and then we'll put some money into our donation machine. We really have accidentally abused it quite a bit on this run, and then just for the last little bit, we've been abusing it a little too much. Anyways, I just think a pizza is already a pretty, you know what, we'll go donate some more. Is already a pretty salt-rich environment, you know? Like, you got the sauce, which is reasonably salty. You got, you know, if you got, I don't know, like, what kind of animal would put, anchovies and a, like a pepperoni on a pizza. I think, like, that doesn't make sense. But then again, I think some people put like anchovies and like capers or other shit on pizza, and I don't know how people eat capers in the first place. They're way too salty, in my opinion. I think like a bagel with lox and, you know, a little cream cheese and salmon and onion and capers is perfectly fine. You know, there's no real point to not just doing the boss. We could save till we have Book of Shadows up, but, you know, who cares? The reason we didn't use the Emperor card immediately on this floor is that we already have mapping on this floor, so, like, what's the point? Ow. Not a big deal. We may immediately use it on the next floor. We'll take this. That's good enough. Better than a health. And we have sack of pennies, so we're gonna continually get money throughout this run. And, you know, I hate to say it, but we would not mind a range up, and I think that's our indicator that, you know, oh geez, this is a wild floor. we do not have a... You know what? Here we go. Here's an idea. We do not have a planetarium on this floor, which tells us that we just, like, that's not how the mechanic worked, and, you know, we spent like 4 bombs, but that was pretty sick. The amount of effort that we took to get a planetarium was not sufficient. We need to not go in an item room, I think. And even then, I don't know if it's guaranteed, but it's worth the experimentation. Now we'll go down to the next floor. We're also not going to go to the store because I don't think it's very valuable given, and we didn't get a planetarium on this floor either, which tells me that I just don't know what the spawn conditions are for a planetarium. Maybe I'll look them up. Maybe I'll keep experimenting. You know, tell me in the comments what you would prefer to do. I could go either way. I think learning is part of the fun of, you know, gaming and being a gamer. But on the other hand, I do like knowing stuff about how to get planetariums. So I could be convinced either way. Scatter bombs are certainly a dangerous item, but they do impart quite a bit of damage if you can use them on a large area boss at point blank range. Which is not as situational as you think. There's like, you know, 10 bosses in this game that fit that description, like Hush, Mega Satan, Mega Satan would be hard to peg with scatter bombs, but normal Satan's not too bad. Gertie is very large. The boss in the previous loot room is quite large. That big piece of shit we fought on the previous floor, and that's not derogatory. He was made of poop. That was also a boss that would be and was fairly destroyed by... You know, it's just so hard to argue with the flat file. It's like, it's so good. It's such a good trinket. Like, curse rooms for free is ridiculously valuable. Alright, we'll run around. We got normal mom hands. We got 4 normal mom hands, so gotta keep running a little bit. We have 2 more, so now we only have to run until the second one drops. Perfect, and now we only need to run until the first one drops. Knowing how many hands there are is critical to taking a efficient path through that room. If you know how many hands there are, then you know when you can safely take shots. You can't use these while you're carrying the flat file, but if you drop the flat file, those come back. You see, this room is trivialized. I don't know if it's the best trinket in the game. I think there's a lot of cases where, you know, you could say cracked crown or cancer. Those are both pretty strong trinkets. There's situational ones for certain characters, for sure. Like, things like any of the ones that give you stuff when you pick up money, I feel like have pretty good synergy with, both greed and the alt path greed, or like the tainted greed. I haven't unlocked them yet on this file or at all on any file, but I have seen people play as him and it just seems very good. We'll keep Book of Shadows, I'm gonna say. And we will, to the best of our ability, blow this guy up without bombing our donation machine. And for 7 cents, we'll use this. I know we're losing damage, but, you know, hear me out. I don't care that much. We have plenty of damage, so... And we're gonna end up with a lot of money. Yeah, so, you know, anchovies on pizza, too salty. By the same sort of token, like, if you put beef jerky on a pizza, I would also be not outraged, because I think being outraged about food opinions is, you know, for babies. Food opinions are obvious bait. That's why I'm doing it right now, is just to bait you into my web of engagement, right? And it's probably gonna work. You're probably gonna be like, you son of a bitch, I have a fish allergy. How dare you critique me for not liking anchovies on pizza, which, you know, reasonable. Get my ass. However, oh, almost got me. Because I think it goes into a thing, like, it's the same reason why people get, in my opinion, both why militant vegans exist and why people get so defensive around vegans. Like, unprompted, when people are near vegans, they'll be like telling excuses about why they eat meat, even though that's like really unnecessary, and like 90 out of 100 times vegans just don't really give a shit whether or not you eat meat. It's not something they're overly concerned with. Alright, let's think about this. We thought about it too much. We've been thinking too much. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, what do vegans care if you eat meat or not? Like, not really. There's like an occasional militant vegan, but most vegans are, they just like, you know, they're not spending all of their life's energy arguing with random omnivorous people about their meat consumption habits. But food is so core to people's like sense of self and identity that I think we should have used that earlier, but it's fine. That once even the perception of it comes under attack, he saved perhaps 2 seconds by using that fool card, and I regret nothing. Yeah, even the perception that it has come under attack will send people into like highly defensive posture. So I think that's like my free social media hack is post any food opinion, the worse the better, or possibly controversial is not quite right, but if you can make it insulting to as many people as possible, that's probably the ideal. Like, as many people as possible need to feel like their identity has come under attack due to the food opinion that you posted. And that's how you troll for food engagement. Alright, Lil Chub is not too bad. Got him. Probably, alright. Third one's not a boss, we can handle this. That's just fine. We have over 10 damage. We have a reasonable supply of health, but we can't really be affording to, you know, eat a ton of shit. we can't make a habit of it. For sure. You know, but we, oh, he sped off. See you later. But you know, we have some wiggle room. We're not, death is not imminent. And Book of Shadows will give us a little bit more wiggle room. I find myself taking damage on this guy a little too often to not pop Book of Shadows immediately. I was hoping to just get him with a bomb, but he's kind of clever, so... Oh, God, he's really good at that. I think they changed his programming to make him less of a giant pushover. Alright, that'll help a lot. I know I was saying death is not imminent. That has quickly changed. Death is in fact imminent. That helps quite a bit. We're gonna go back and get some hearts. We're gonna check for the secret room, which could be here. It was not. It could be here. It was. Alright. Before we get involved in that, just in case it's like a mega greed fight or something, we're gonna... Yeah. I don't remember if we fought greed in this run or not yet. But, you know... That can be a bit of a hazard. We have a guaranteed devil deal on the next floor if we don't get hit, which is admittedly a pretty tall order, and in fact we are likely just gonna die and we have no mapping, so rip to us. We think through this room. There's no reason to die in this room, I think. This is great. We're gonna take it until we get hit. I'm thinking about it. All right, so here's my thought. We're gonna go this, and then we're gonna go like this. Ugh, so stressed out. And then we're gonna fight this room, and then probably die in here, even with the wooden cross. But if we don't die in here, we'll have Holy Mantle, or we'll have a Book of Shadows again. All right, we lost our Holy Mantle, which is pretty bad. We're in a dangerous spot, which is also very bad. We'll be picking up flat file again. Oh, hell yes, please, thank you. So we lost our guaranteed devil deal. I just wanted to make sure that was not a mimic chest. All right, and then we're gonna pick up flat file. Then we're gonna go into our arcade and hope to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that there is a machine that won't fuck us. This is still probably worth it. This can give us soul hearts. And we like desperately need them. So we're gonna lose some damage, but it could pay out with $1. It could pay out with some soul hearts. It could pay out with a pretty fly. It could pay out with nothing. Alright, a pretty fly is very good. A pill is great. Health up's not bad. I'm willing to trade all of our money equals power damage for this. Alright. Alright, we got that. That's probably as good as we're gonna do, but we'll keep this going. We'll kill this guy too. Alright. What do we got? Another pretty fly? Alright.
Pretty fly.
Those don't actually like stack beyond 3 as far as I know, but having 3 pretty flies does make us a lot safer. And having a health up also makes us a lot safer. We can recover money later if we're still alive. That's the truth about money. Fuck this room, I think. Fuck this room? Yeah, extra fuck this room. It's not too bad until after we kill those big guys. But they're also newish enemies, so I don't fully understand their attack patterns. They might be a little bit more dangerous in some ways, and we may be... If a clock comes within a few feet of us, or some fast clots spawn, we might be popping Book of Shadows. The tricky thing about the clots that he spawns with his spit is that they have full health even though they're down in like diminished position. I think that's also a very tricky projectile to deal with. But no fast clots in this room is probably a saving grace for us. There's a clot somewhere. He's confused. We blinded him with science. You know what? Book Shadows. Too many of these guys, too easy to get burnt. And we can build up some charges, hopefully on easier rooms. We don't really know where our boss is. We have no real way of assisting us in finding out, but we can meander aimlessly for a while. That's a strategy. We are still very close to Guppy, by the way. Alright, so these guys aren't too dangerous, but we do need to keep moving for fear of the hand. We have normal hands, not bone hands, which is good. Because they're less dangerous to us. There's only 2 hands. That was kind of an ideal hand situation. Feared enemies don't shoot projectiles. We got though by his jumping. One of those clots almost got us. I think we have some red heart HP somewhere on the floor. So like not an emergency. You know what? I'm very tempted to use Book of Shadows here. Yeah, probably would have been a good call, but still even could be a good call. Hopefully there was a red heart HP somewhere. Getting us up to even half of a heart would be okay. Thinking there's like a 0% chance this is the secret room. But it would have been pretty cool had it been the secret room. Very dangerous enemies. Very dangerous cliff. We're gonna pop Book of Shadows. Probably decided this room was dangerous like 5 seconds later than we should have, but that's just Isaac, baby. Can't see that guy, but we can see his little head mark thing. We're gonna go back to some rooms. Actually, fuck it, this room's awful. Like even with our pretty flies, I don't trust myself that much. Alright, let's think about this. Don't overthink it. Alright, gonna go diagonal. gonna go diagonal. Oh my god. You fool. Alright, well, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me. We're not calling it, but we are very concerned. We do have Book of Shadows, though, so that's a pretty big help. The spear shot does not hurt either. Still probably fucked. We're out of bombs. That's terrible. This is great. Saved. Back in it. Not a bad room. We could get caught out by some charging, but no reason to assume that will happen. Excellent. Oh my god. I want it so bad, but we don't have a bomb. There's no way for us to get a bomb. But god, do I want it. Alright, this is the most dangerous part of the fight by far because of the laser eyeballs. I trust myself way more to dodge this guy than to dodge laser eyeballs. He's gonna do a little bit of brimstone, I think, in a second. Nope, just that attack. Need to be a little bit closer. Now it's the brimstone. The trick to not eating shit at the brimstone is simply, you know, stay in the middle of the cross and then go either to the left or right. We're not out of the woods yet. By any means. Oh my god. That guy's extremely dangerous. Give us some health. Alright, no health for us. We did get a bomb. The boss is 1 trillion miles away, so it's pretty hard to know, like, where or when or how he'll... Time is sweet. Health is great. It's very hard to know what the path to the boss is. We're gonna use this because we want to get rid of greed really quick. As quick as possible. Alright. We got a health. We're gonna use this bomb here. That paid off better than I could have hoped. Like, in our wildest fantasies about what that could have paid out with, I think Dry Baby is not even in them. Oh, jeez. Alright. Now we die, Batman. Oh my god. Please don't kill me. Please just be normal. Oh. Stop it. Alright. We have Book of Shadows, which is kind of ideal for this room. And these are champions of this dude, and they're not a very dangerous champion type, but we do happen to not have, like, any fucking range, which would be, like, the thing more than anything to help with this particular champion. We do have, like, no health, so we are dead. Thank you for joining me. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.